for this video, I'm just mad. I'm just mad because of the conduct and the way you guys are carrying yourselves on the internet. And then mnasahau mkuna digital footprint. What do you mean I break up with you? You come and air all my business as if I'm not going to work the next day. Now everyone knows I don't shower at night. Now everyone knows ikifika Friday, maji ya kuoga, nitaiona Monday asubuhi.
Ayahuasca.
I'm find spirituality.
Maybe she's married now, I think.
Do you know
they
how
got married or engaged or something to the new guy?
How horrible, how in the trenches you have to be
for you to start
to find a new
ayahuasca
religion.
journeys to join a cult because you've broken up with your partner.
Ebu Malaysia, you tripod
tap. Do you know what I mean? Me and my husband are there, tap on, and there's nothing wrong with it. But then me personally, I will tap. Him on his own, he can tap. But us together, tap.
Hi, we are Two Buddies, One Mic.
And welcome to episode 21.
21. We have been so consistent, but we have been consistent because it's you and we're coming to you and you guys love our content and you're watching our videos and we feel so appreciated. So thank you so much. Please continue to share with your relatives. Your grandmother could be our target audience, so also share with her. But overall, I'm just so grateful.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And even the buddies we interact with in the wild.
Yo,
mkona pesa, by the way. Y'all be looking cutesy outside.
Yo, hey, maybe unapata because it's the locations that you meet these baddies at. I know you went broke. We love that for you.
Love it. We see you.
I love that you're doing that in life. It's such an amazing thing.
Yeah. We love to see you thriving.
Yeah, it's so cool. It gives us motivation to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
My name is Turife.
My name is Kathomi.
And there's something that has been happening on the internet. Ni kama mulisahau. You know, 1, 2, 3 seasons deep. And it's like you guys are forgetting. Aki, bebe, I'm so mad. Now recently on the internet, for some reason, I don't know what is in the water. Women have been coming out with stories about how their husbands are horrible, how, they're enduring, they are married single mothers in their marriages and things are not working out. I'll give you case study, Mweni and Bolo. They came with their stories of, he used to do this, do this. You know, like, Aki guy, babe, you're so pretty, so you leave him. And then she hits us with, but you know he's a good man at the end of the day.
He cheated 12 times, guys. He cheated 12 times.
That we know of.
That she knows of, actually.
Because what changed after y'all got married? What changed? The person they show you, the version of themselves they show you while you're dating will be Pro Max the version when you guys get married, you know. And the fact that, she sat there and tried to act like single women are single, not because they're choosing to wait for something better, but simply because they're not willing to compromise. They're not willing to be Barbara the builders so that they can enjoy the fruits of their marriage. What fruits? Because Adi says it's Joanna is of fruits. When Rono came out and said marriage na bamba mafala, I was like, you know what, girl? I kind of see where you're coming from.
Well, I get it.
I get it.
Because, and this is like an almost self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Because, okay, let's tupeleke about taratara, right? So, what trends, especially in this country?
Negative stories.
And so when you tell a negative story about your marriage and people start to propel it even further, you're like, then I should keep telling these kinds of stories, correct? But it gets even worse because we then go back to the comment section and we're seeing people like, marriage is a scam, marriage is a mafala. And you're like, then show us examples of good marriages, correct? But when people show you examples of their good marriages, what do you continue to do? You continue to pursue their own partners. Okay? And so people go back to hiding their own partners and telling you bad stories about their partners so you don't see them as an attractive
feature
tena kama bangi. And then it goes back to it's like a fulfilling prophecy, because every time you say someone is nice, oh no, you have a horrible marriage, look at mine is thriving. You'll find people in the DM. Weren't we the same people who were seeing that girl saying, "Kama si boyfriend yake angekuwa geshagi unikienyo sana"? Are we not the same? Wasn't she the same person who was hitting him up and saying, "Even me, I'm special"? Like, do you know what I mean? And then people go back to hiding their partners. So, and the circle just keeps it keeps going, and it's like that snake that bites its tail. Yeah.
So this conversation is about us talking about deal breakers again. Let's rethink
Revise.
this deal breakers, because ni kama nyinyi zenyu ni different. I'm like, guy, kwani niko nchi ingine? Like, what are we doing?
There are levels to it.
Okay, so what are the things you're not going to tolerate in a relationship? Because if you tolerate them in your boyfriend girlfriend stage, you're still going to deal with them when you're 70, 80 years old.
Yeah.
I saw a heartbreaking story of a situationship of a man, and he was in his 70s talking about, I hope she sees this story. And I'm like, when does it end? Yani, it never ends. An old man talking about, I'm about to break contact. What? No contact in our 70s? Just shoots me. Take me out of here. But the things you're not willing to tolerate. Number one, hii mambo ya maembarambamba. Please, if you're talking to me, don't be out here talking to other people. You know, like if you're saying, good night, I love you, don't be doing the same to other people, because it's so embarrassing. And if I find out and I forgive you, I will keep quiet about it. But ile mambo ya una find out you're being cheated on, unakuja unaambia kila mtu, alafu tukikwambia umuache, unasema, aki, you guys don't know. Muache. In short, muache story times. Hakuna story times kutoka leo, mwache kutuambia. Yes.
I genuinely feel like the Emarambamba is an existential crisis, in that I genuinely feel like, for me personally, the one thing that I will not do is I will truly not allow for myself to get to that point of like, that was crazy. Like, I'm genuine. Anytime that I'm in a relationship, anytime that I'm having a conversation with someone, every time, and this is cutting across all boards, love and otherwise, I don't want to get to a point where I go back to like, ooh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have tolerated that. I probably shouldn't have had the stomach for that. Like, my stomach needs to be so radioactive that anything bad that comes near me, ninaanza kuumwa. Okay? I needed to not stomach shit anymore, because it's giving, girl. I don't want people in the comment section telling me I have low self-esteem because of something that I tolerated from you. I don't want to be embarrassed because of you. So for me personally, anything that goes on and borders that perspective of, if I look back at this in 2 years, will I be embarrassed out of my own mind? Absolutely. Yeah. So no, I'm not doing that for myself.
And from the year of our Lord 2025, kuanzia leo, shika screen, useme kuanzia leo, sitapigania mwanaume. Shika screen.
Oh,
I do not want to hear those stories of, oh, I fought for him. Yeah, I saw him at the club with other babes, and I was flying in the air like Rakishi. Did Rakishi used to fly?
Yeah,
I don't know who did.
Yeah.
Aki, please, it makes absolutely no sense. And the thing, coming back, it's the Mweni and Bolo story.
It really
Coming back to
is.
their story, it's the fact of how she was narrating her war stories,
12.
and he was just sat there.
12.
He was just sat there enjoying, regaling. You know, like, he was so tickled by the fact that she fought so hard for him, when it should be the other way around. This man should be doing the most for you.
Someone said this on TikTok, and I can't unsee it. I really cannot unsee it. You know that thing where there's something they're gaining out of this relationship?
Yeah.
Okay, like we speak about toxicity because when we're looking from the outside in, we're like, oh, I could never. But like, these relationships are continuing to thrive. And the question is, how come? And she explained it in a way that I can't unsee. Okay, this woman, every time she's fighting for her husband, fighting for her man, saying, my man, my man, my man, he then comes back to her and is like, oh, babe, it's only you. So he slathers her with like compliments and love and shows of devotion and dedication and so on and so forth. So like every time she comes up and stands up for this person,
She's reassured.
She is reassured. She is given everything that she wants at that moment in time. And for him, and I'm not talking about money and bolo. I'm just talking about relationships that I've seen out here, okay, in general, okay, because they're not the only ones. The man, on the other hand, because people are like, oh, she has such low self-esteem. How can she keep going back to this man? How can she? But he also has a problem with his self-esteem because it is the reason why he keeps trying to justify it to as many women as possible. Have you heard people and men who say that they slept with so many people because they never could understand that thing of like I could never prove myself fully to this person, so I kept sampling ndio watu wengine wanipatie the same report, right? So it's an issue of self-esteem to the point where they need to verify and vindicate themselves, or they were poor and they were rejected by someone and now they need to show everyone, guys, I have money. It's just that them trying to stroke their ego or get their ego stroked to the point of, oh yes, I am fully a man now, I have really accomplished this now. And the fact that their wife keeps coming and fighting for them validates their ego.
That. Yeah.
Now it really sediments the fact that yes, I am worth fighting for. I am worth fighting for. So then he will keep cheating so that he can keep getting vindicated and validated by his wife, and the wife will keep validating him because every time she validates him, she gets a pat on the back. She also unaona kenye namaanisha, yani is the nyoka that is, you've seen that snake inajuma mkia. It's exactly that. And now after seeing that, like I can't unsee it because I'm like, you know what? It makes sense and it works for them. And for many other relationships, it works in different ways. There's something you're getting out of your relationship. That's why you never leave, right? This person is either for some people it's finances. Take the finance out and think about it. Really think about it. If you took out the forgiving wife, if she stopped forgiving him, do you think that man would stay with her? Absolutely never. If she stopped getting the, oh babe, that's why I love you, the validation, the reassurance, the all of that, do you think she would stay in that marriage? Absolutely not. But in your situation, in your relationship, what is it? Is it finance? If we take out finance from your relationship, are you going to stay?
Yeah.
And your partner knows that what they begin and end with finance, right? If they fuck up the financial situation, you're not going to stay. What is it in your relationship, right? Is it the fact that you are given so much pressure from your family to stay married because it's a status symbol? Is that it? And if and when you achieve that, will you feel the need to keep pushing and pursuing it? So really examine your relationship. As you are looking at others, ukisemanga, what is holding your glue? What is your glue? Glue yenu ni gani? But we continue to talk about the revisions.
I saw somebody talk about how a lot of marriages, while Rona was talking about marriage in a Bamba Mafala, and somebody gave a very valid point about how a lot of marriages are still working and people are still together, not because there's an overflow of love, but because this woman is compromising. This woman is constantly working, praying for her husband, fasting. Mnendo kwa katoloni 3 days, 3 weeks.
Yeah, 21 days.
Your maji, because you're praying. You have a closet, war room. Praying for your man. Unamka saa 9 kufanya
Shandara baba yoko.
Speaking in tongues. Guy, you're so demonic possession, todoneke. But because of that, let me speak to somebody who's watching us right now. Kama uko hiyo situation, unaamka 3 a.m. kuomba. Haulali.
Kind of a new thing is 3 a.m.
Unaenda makesha. Uko kwa chama zote because if somebody is dropping the ball in one place, they're going to drop the ball in multiple areas in your life.
Yep.
If they start cheating on you, it's only a matter of time before they start financially neglecting you. So hizi vitu huwa zina happen tu hivyo. So uko chama 16 ndio hata watoto wakupate chakula ya kuiba. So here's the thing, babes. You don't have to suffer.
No.
There's no reward for suffering. And don't feel guilty about it. Because I understand that guilt of wanting to be a good woman. But the good woman is a very oppressed woman.
Oh, she suffers.
A good woman, in the eyes of men, is a woman who accepts what she's given. Is a woman who compromises everything that has to do with her in favor of what has to do with the family and the man's career. So don't be a good woman. Please, for the love of God, don't. Just make that your priority. In fact, kutoka leo, futa. Be a bad girl.
Let your life not orbit a man's life. Let your primary focus not be them. You can be married, you can be happy, but understand that not all marriages are happy because people conceded and compromised. Some people just like each other.
And don't be guilty.
Understand.
Usikuwe guilty about choosing yourself. Hata kama uko na watoto 17, fuck them kids. Fuck them kids and their father. Wakae na uko na baba yao, shindwe, bastards. Wewe jipeleke date. Hujatengeneza nywele.
Gosh.
Hujatengeneza nywele, baby girl. Unakaa umeparara tu because, my children don't deserve this. Wakae uko na baba yao. And I know you feel sometimes. I remember, growing up, my mom would like come home and she'd have like leftover snacks in her bag and we'd be like, aki mom, haukutupeleka, aki mom, ulikula hii peke yako, and she'd be like, nikose. Naweza kapa nimechunga hivi hata ni faint kwa streets. Jipeleke out. Wakuja wakule leftovers.
As in, you're always wearing the tardiest clothes. Your hair is always looking a mess. God. You went and bought underwear. When?
You don't want to buy underwear. You're taking care of next of kin.
Titi bra wako kwenye Kericho na Narok wanawapatia shapes and sizes of all kinds. Wewe unasema, no, my husband will think I am cheating on him. Nilijua hizi vitu wapi. Underwear is for your husband too? What do you do for you, bro?
But then nimejam sana.
Is there anything to jam for you?
Tuko the same. Kumbe mnafanya mavitu huku nje. Mnafanya vitu. Mwingine nikasikia akisema ati analipa rent. Gai. Ati sijui her husband. Ati ana work on side projects. So she's the one doing everything financially. She does not know where this man's money goes. But he comes home and he eats and he drinks and he chills, he lounges, and he even complains when the Wi-Fi is cut off. Nikashindwa, guy, kwa nchi gani? Nilifikiria sisi wote tunasema we are buddies. But then nimekasirika. I was just like, what are we doing?
Let's look at another situation, because like these relationships that have been like doing shege on this internet are too much. Mm-hmm. The girl who now is dating the basketballer, what's her name again?
Cardi?
Not Cardi. Woo! Hata umenikumbusha Cardi B. Why, Jesus? Why, Jesus?
Mi napenda Cardi B.
Mimi, when I saw Cardi B sitting down and talking to what's her name? Best friend, Oprah Winfrey?
Not
Gayle King.
Uh-huh.
She got on a Gayle King interview and said, I didn't even tell my parents because I'm scared of them, but I'm pregnant.
No.
Man, Cardi B Jana, she revealed that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
By Stefan. And she's like telling us the whole story about how she didn't tell her parents. She hasn't told anyone. In fact, Gayle King and that interview were the first place that she talked about this pregnancy because she's afraid of telling anyone. My question remains, Stefan, in the moment watu wana speculate that you're pregnant, Stefan si ndio ametokea anakimbishwa na mwingine because she's pregnant too. Like she's pregnant too. She's about to give birth, by the way, guys. Me, Cardi B, Rono has been an inspo by this whole week. If you keep doing the same shit, the universe iko tu hapo tu.
Until you learn that lesson, by the way.
It is you in a hill. Guy. In a peas. Wewe kula tu minji. Gotirena. No, baby, kula all the inner minjis you can.
The lesson is still the same.
We just jua ukirudi huku nje. Because tell me why Cardi B is about to be a baby mama to another man. A man that did Okay, make it make sense.
I saw people saying, they are two consenting adults, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, that's nonsense.
Make it make sense.
Because after Bubbles was born, we were like, okay, babe, saa zingine kitu uteleza, ni hivyo. Haya. She was talking about how She was complaining, actually. Cardi was complaining about how she's having low sales on projects, how she's not getting the same receivership, and she was actually working on being on tour. And every time it's time for Cardi B to go on tour, she would get pregnant.
How
Like there's never
convenient.
been a Cardi B tour,
When
like
she's not
world tour,
pregnant.
because she's always pregnant. So now 2025 ilikuwa mwaka ya reinvention. Tuende tour, hata ukuja hata Kenya, hata ujuange Nairobi kuna kaaje. Tumekungoja tuseme tu wapi. Ndo Stephon Diggs ameweka yake. Togo ikatia.
The thing that pissed me off is when she was speaking to Gayle King and she's like, oh my God, he told me that let me fix you. The same manipulation that you were getting from Alcoito Offset is the same shit you're getting from Stephon, and you're happy with it. You're so happy. Can you imagine being afraid as a grown adult with 3 children? Can you imagine being afraid of telling your parents I'm pregnant again? Can you imagine? Do you think that that is normal? No.
You know, she
It's
was on
'cause
live.
your brain is telling you something is not right.
She was on live and she was walking and we saw a hole on her roof. Like,
Thank you.
like,
Girl.
her having financial problems is not that he jokes at her hawking CDs in the streets.
I thought
Like,
it was
they
a
joke
joke.
them.
She ain't got no money. Like her roof is breaking. I'm like, Cardi girl.
You gotta be serious.
And people were really concerned about this because I remember I told you when she was wearing that pink dress, the belly was nini, and you could see the kambokonyo.
Na nikakwambia,
The
in a
belly
way.
button. I'm like, Cardi is pregnant. I promise
in a
you.
way.
I said this, did I not? Look at us now, looking at each
Ain't
other,
no way.
saying Cardi B.
Haya basi.
After kuimba Heartbreak,
It's okay.
It's another.
It is
Let's
well.
pray that Stephon is the one for you because everything about him is now giving me the ache.
Eh.
The fact that he's always there everywhere, like photo ops everywhere. Don't you have your own career? Like una kazi yako yenye unafanyanga wewe? You don't have things going on. Cardi
What shall we
B.
do?
Moving
Na
on.
amua.
Nani
change
mwingine
them.
tunamuombea? Who else are we praying for? Let's pray for another one. For me, it's that's actually it. If you see a man trying to be on your cloud, like trying to ride your cloud, for me, it's a problem. Like your partner, your personal person is supposed to not be involved. They're not, si lazima, what we're just in a couple. Do you know what I mean? Like in the privacy of our home, in the privacy of our friend groups, that makes sense. But like me having to introduce you everywhere, take you everywhere, be known everywhere, somehow for your validation is ick for me. Kila siku, get back together. Are you guys getting back together? Are you guys getting back together? Because this person has no personality of his own. Like, you know me, it pisses me off when someone, and I'm not saying that he's trying to ride her clout or whatever, but it's giving ew. Like, where is your shit? See, you're an artist. Where is your music?
Ametoa poster anataka kusimama huko kileleshwa 2027. Okay, it's really okay, but this is my preference, you know, for a man. Unless you're a content creator, I don't expect mommy and to be setting up the camera and talking and
Girl.
doing stuff and creating content. For who? For what? Like, what's happening? You have a day job, babes. Okay, you have a day job.
You know, the thing is,
Unless it's your passion and it's something that's generating money for you, I get it, you know. But kama unataka atutukue YouTube couple,
listen,
tufungue.
it's okay to have your own thing. Just have your own thing. Let it not be attached to me. Do you know what I mean? You want to be a content creator? Great. Absolutely freaking fantastic. Do your content creation. But why do you have to attach my name every time you open your mouth? You know what I mean? Like, where is our independence? Me, I don't like it. Do I come to your job, nianza kuambia watu by I'm his wife? I'm his girlfriend. I am his, no. And I love that. Like, even this happened this week. We met some girl at the hospital, a nurse. And she's like, oh, this is your husband. He's never on socials much. And even when she said it, it's not like he stood there and started saying, oh, yeah, you know, started explaining himself. He just laughed it off and we kept it moving. In fact, that was the end of that conversation. Because
What do you want them to do?
is it his business? Is it his business that you want? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I find it
Could be
very
so crazy
distasteful. That's
that,
so weird.
you know, me and my man, we are over there fighting for the light. Ebu malizia your tripod haraka.
Tap. Do you know what I mean? Me and my husband are there, tap, 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 tap. And there's nothing wrong with it. But then
Each
me
their own.
personally, I will tap, tap. Him on his own, he can tap, tap. But us together, tap, tap. No.
Let's have different interests.
I feel like it's important.
Another one. I don't know if this is a deal breaker for you guys or it's not, but like let's normalize just keeping to ourselves. Like not everything has to be shared. And I'm saying this because mkiachana na mtu, nimeshinda nikiirudia, mkiachana na mtu, it's very weird to see Mona Lisa. You're not escaping this. Mona Lisa. Are you talking about Mona Lisa?
I think so.
Please. Did you see that man? That man talked about you when you guys broke up. Alafu ukarudi ukaanza kusema ati mpishi aolewe. Mi wewe unanijamisha. For this video, I'm just mad. I'm just mad because of the conduct and the way you guys are carrying yourselves on the internet, and then mnasahau kuna digital footprint. What do you mean I break up with you? You come and air all my business as if I'm not going to work the next day. Now everyone knows I don't shower at night. Now everyone knows ikifika Friday, maji ya kuoga nitaiona Monday asubuhi.
Look, there's nothing wrong with breaking up with someone. In fact, there's nothing wrong with wanting better for yourself. But if you're not sure that you're fully broken up with this person, like if you're not 100% sure, okay? Like if you've not gone through the 5 degrees of separation, umekuwa angry, umekuwa denial, if you've not done all the 5, can you please just don't tell us? Because I'm tired. 6 degrees of separation.
Roller coaster.
Ako in anger, anakupostia kila kitu. Hata hujafika denial na bargaining, bado hujafika hizo. By the time unafika denial and bargaining, uko mmerudiana.
And then when I react, I look like that guy.
At me,
I don't want to be happy.
You guys are so bitter. Bitter. We're bitter. After you came to the internet and made us angry?
You introduced me to a vibe, babes.
Cannot be me.
Nyingine, celebrity couples. Okay? Nyinyi mmesema tutatap pamoja. If you're coming on the internet and you have shown us everything from you showering together, we've been in the labor ward with you, mume give birth, you know, we've been together. Nothing. Ile siku mtaachana. Sababu na mtaachana, hakuna kuachana nayo mtaachana. Ile siku mtaachana. Nataka mtuambie details.
Mystery inafaa kuwa out of the room.
Mketi chini mfanye video.
Yes!
Mtuambie kila
kitu. I saw this.
How we broke up. Why? How we are feeling. Even ati you put out a joint statement and you say respect our privacy. Where was the privacy when you were waxing? Where was the privacy when your husband was waxing your hoo-ha?
I saw this couple, I think they're American. They broke up. You know the first thing they did? Mm-hmm. They came and posted. They're like, yeah, well, could I just do BBB? Yeah, I'm a PPP. PPP, I'm a BBB. Then both of them did a video. They're like, yeah, PPP is dead now.
Genge.
Like, we're done. And she's like, so the guy says, please confirm. And she's like, yeah, actually true. We are broken up. You can see she was crying. Like, you can see in her eyes, she's just been crying. But they're like, yeah, PPP is done. Mm-hmm. And then you know what they did? Because they are people with Mutaratara, they collaborated on that post. Okay? This is on TikTok. They collaborated on that post. It was cross-posted, right?
Tuambie ni nini.
Alafu hiyo usiku, do you know what they continued to do? They went live. Ask us all the questions now. Ask us all the questions now. Both of them in the same room together. Ask us the questions now, we will answer all of them. Ndio tukitoka hapa hakuna kuanza kurudishana sijui you guys should get back together. We have given you every reason, okay? That's the kind of energy and
na mtu mwingine huko nje.
Nisianze kusema
Edgar Bare picha nimwambie ti niliona bwana huyu na nani. Asiniambie mimi ni mbea ati muliachana. No. Don't let Edgar Bare tell me your business.
No, you need to be telling me the business beforehand. And I think another very important one, and this is just across the board, any person who is uncoachable, unteachable, and unrelenting. They're very rigid in the way that they are. You know, you can make a mistake once. I come and tell you, hey, I don't like that you did this, or this is my opinion on what has happened here. I don't think it should be. It's not forthcoming for you to do this, right? But then you keep insisting. You're so big-headed, so one-track minded that it is your way or the highway. I don't believe in people who are unteachable, uncoachable, or unrelenting in their. Look, everyone makes mistakes in this big world of ours. Everybody makes mistakes, but someone who does not accept their mistakes and take accountability for them. In fact, I don't even care if you take accountability. I just want you to recognize that this is a problem and you are accepting of the fact that, yeah, okay, I see your point. I see your perspective. Give me time to think it through and understand where you're coming from. But kusema tu unaambia mtu kitu mtu ana jam. Jam mpaka ni fight now you're fighting. Ugh. Another thing. Couples, especially internet couples that fight in public. Any person who is in a relationship with anyone, your beef is your beef. In fact, don't tell us you have beef. Okay?
Because we're gonna pick a side.
Don't tell us you have beef.
We're going to hate someone.
I hate being put in the middle of couple fights. Right? And even Kathomi was there, she saw. Kathomi was where? So what? Oh, hell no. Don't be adding me in your mix. It's so uncomfortable when you're watching people fight, especially in public. And this happens even worse in very public relationships where you're not fighting actively. It's a passive-aggressive fight. Okay? I said to you guys are actually, exchanging words. No, we are here talking about hair. Anasema actually hata ile nywele unakwanga yenye aliweka last week by the hiyo nywele inanibuingi sana. But
we keep
moving. You just embarrassed me on the internet saying that you don't like my choice in outfits or my hair.
It's awkward for everyone.
And now I have to laugh it off or react. For what reason? Okay? We took our kids out. Ama mtu alinifanyia hivi. Ukaona. Sasa unaanza kusema, unajua hata siwe peke yako na unafinyiwangwa macho. Pia mimi nilifinyiwa jana na Wanjiro. Why not address this privately? Are there things we can address privately?
Kwani umetuleta kwa hii mix? Because trust me and my man, we are gossipers. We are going to
sit down.
Tuseme, guy,
to chop kwanza hiyo part.
Hata hatutaanzia mbali, tutaanzia kwa parking. Guy!
Umeona?
Tutaanza kuscream tukiwa kwa parking. Why? Umeona?
Did you catch it? Sisi tuko kwenyu. Tuko kwenyu tunachunana. Because I'm like, wait. The words that have been word. Now,
stop fighting your battles with using other people. I want to address something my husband did to me, so I'm going to bring it in a group setting.
Be a man. Be a big girl. Wear your big girl panties and address it. Kikurambe, but at least umesema. Because and I'm saying this is a person who's done it one time.
It's awkward.
People never forget. And it will always be like a running joke in every interaction you have with these people.
Yep.
Every time you have an interaction.
And the whole group is associating you with that.
And by there you've been given characters. Just so you know. Like they're anticipating a reaction because they already know you, they've already boxed you. Why put yourself in such a situation? And I get it, when you're young and dumb, it's okay, but at this age, in this
now
year of 2025, the year of our Lord, you're still fighting with your partner in public.
In conclusion, me basically I was ranting. Let me just confess. I was ranting because it's been on my throat. Naingia tu kwa hivi kwa internet. Nashindwa ni nini tunafanya. Alafu tena mnatukana Rono. Na yeye amesema tu ukweli.
Can I tell you?
Yeye ameobserve vile mimi nimeobserve akasema enyewe.
Because of that paradox of all you show is your bad relationships. All you show is your bad scenarios, your fight. All you're showing is bad things. So for anyone to sit down and really accept all those bad things that are happening, of course when you fala. Because unabambikaje na hizi guy. Someone is treating you and you're just happy. Of course when
you're trying to ride on a joke or a trend and you say, oh, ati sijui after I finish sijui putting down the kids to sleep, I now have to wash the whole house, blah 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 blah. Then umejicreate, you
Imagine.
painted yourself as a victim on the internet of how you're doing all the household, how you're carrying this heavy load, and then you pan to a video of your husband playing video games.
Why not be like Rachel? Remember that negative post
Sasa,
that
now
was
we
running?
hate this man. And you probably, did not communicate this to him.
Nope.
Yeah, hata ako sawa.
Yep.
Hata juu kuna shida.
No.
Amechukiwa na watu, wamepata hata kwenye anafanya kazi. Wanaambia employer wake, huyu Burukenge hata hasaidii bibi yake. Why? Are you setting up your partners
for failure
on the internet for failure? Also, that thing of just painting yourself as a victim. Because you guys like doing it. Unajiweka as a victim. Oh, woe is me.
Remember when Rachel, there was that trend that was going on, and I'm talking about Rachel, the tall girl who's married to the white guy, Kenyan, but
soft girl.
Yes, soft girl era. When Rachel, and there's that negative thing, like, what is something you hate about me? And that trend was going on, and people would say so many mean things. Okay, mean things about their partner.
But this is now expose. Mnachukiana.
Mean shit about the husband. Oh, my husband, I hate it when you do XYZ. You know what? Rachel and her husband sat down. And she's like, okay, you have to say something hateful about me. And the husband just kept saying the most beautiful things. Like, oh, I like the way you have your natural African hair, blah, blah.
I love a media-trained husband.
And you could really tell, yes, there's media training, but also there's an element of, this guy just loves his wife.
And he won't embarrass you for clicks and views.
No!
Watch a video to get 2 views, but I've not disrespected you for the whole internet to laugh.
Gosh.
Because they're not laughing with us, they're laughing at us.
And these things, much as you say it's just for the internet, I promise you it never goes away, and it will have an impact. Look at the Ace family. Look at what they did. She kept forgiving him for cheating. And what did he end up doing? Now she's over there drinking and smoking and having ayahuasca.
I'm finding spirituality.
Maybe she's married now, I think.
Do you know
they got married or engaged or something to the new guy?
How horrible, how in the trenches you have to be
for you to start
find a
ayahuasca journeys, to join a cult because you've broken up with your partner.
Please. And if you know, even if you and your partner are good, if you know that the general public will not get your humor, don't post it.
Let it be among friends and family.
Because saa zingine nyinyi not wa dark humor, but not
imagine
gets
friends
it.
And family.
Please.
Imagine keep it to the friends and family.
Wacha ikae huko. It's not a must that all of us become TikTok couples.
No.
Iwache tu ikae huko kwa draft.
Yeah.
Mkuwe mkicheza tu mnacheka peke yenyu.
Yes.
Because si tutawajudge by the way. Tutasema guy.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't like her.
Yeah.
Hates his wife, final boss.
And we keep saying this, the way you intend for something to be consumed is not always the same way it is perceived and consumed. For you, it was funny. It was hilarious as shit. Wow! Wow! You know what I mean? So always remember that. Simply because you want it to be consumed one way is not the same way that it may be consumed or perceived on the internet. So be very mindful of what you're posting. I try my best now. I think even Turi, we barely post our partners online. Not that they don't exist. They do exist. And they're good men.
Not a secret.
They are good men.
I'm just keeping it private because
both my social media, Instagram and TikTok, ukiangalia utaona the first pinned post is me and my husband on our wedding. Okay? So it is not a thing that I'm hiding him. He is there. But I know myself. And I know the internet. So I'm not going to put him in a situation where he has to start explaining himself.
Hata mimi naweza pigwa picha huko na mtu mwingine mwanza kusema, you guys look good together.
Now making him a rapudo. Kila siku rapudo lazima akuje. Shem, I explain.
Mimi niko tu huko nafanya tu TikTok na mtu randomly huko tu na huko. Mwanza kusema, you guys. Na mtu wangu tu ako hapo tu anaangalia. Kinyinyi, mnaanza kumtag. Sema umegongewa. Guy, because you know Kenyans are weird. Wicked. If they know this is your man.
Oh, they're going to tell everybody.
You're going to be outside doing God knows whatever. Watamtag, watasema, guy unagongewa na huku.
Nilifanywa the other day. We've gone out for an event. Msichana amekuja akaniekea kimwili chake chote. She had a nice ass and a nice body though. But akasema in front of you. In front of Kathomi. talk to my husband. Yani unawasha unasikia tu ni sawa tu.
Hey,
Now imagine.
the money knew almost.
I almost defended myself in my relationship. But nikakumbuka
No, sir.
sawa. If this is what you and your big ass have decided to do today, it's okay.
What shall
Do
we do?
you, babe? Do you?
Yeah. That is all.
Yeah.
Mimi nikiendelea hivi nitaanza kuwatukana.
Mi nataka
Nimejam.
tujam zaidi.
Hapa.
Nafeel nika tunafaa kujam zaidi. Let us know what are some of the things that you have revised based on what is going on the internet, based on what is going on in your real life. Let us know what are some of the things that you thought initially were like your very much boundaries, but now you've extended them a little bit or you've tightened them even further. Because najua hatuko peke yetu.
Yes.
Najua hatuko peke yetu.
And marriage is a beautiful thing. Mtu asikudanganye.
Relationships are awesome.
Asikudanganye tafadhali.
Kufanyana hivi digidigi.
Ukipata wako,
Hey.
kuwa shikilia. Wewe kuwa na mtu wako. Let nobody, tunya you.
Mimi kwanza napikiwa kwa
But don't
mayai
fight.
asubuhi. Every morning. Anatengeneza zake, akitengeneza zangu. And you're over here saying marriage is bad?
Don't fight.
Don't lie to yourself.
Ukipata mtu wako,
It's
sawa.
yours. It's yours, that's the problem.
Lakini nisikuone kwa internet.
Lakini kama it's yours, that's the problem. Fix it internally. Okay?
Fanya mambo
Fix it
yako.
internally.
What happened to
Unajua?
shame? What happened to secrets?
Me, I have no problem with shame. I will tell you, I will be embarrassed. But there are just places you need to know.
Yeah.
There are things that you don't need public opinion on.
True.
It's either black or gray. Your husband is either a bad person, your wife is either a bad person, and the only way out of it is leaving or accepting.
Yep.
But don't give us the chance to help you make that decision.
Si
That's
tutakusaidia.
We will
In
give
our
you
own
input.
way. Anyway, if you loved it, of course you have to love it. Share, click down below, subscribe if you have not. Unataka tukuwe beggars. Unataka nifungue OnlyFans. Tafadhali, please subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the question we ask at the end of the episode, did you like that? Did you? Ama nigeuke. Anyway. Answer.
Tuko na shimo hapa juu tunajaribu kuziba. Please watch and share. Thank you. Yeah.
Shimo tena. Guys,
Cardi B. We have a hole in the ceiling like Cardi B's.
my brain is in the gutter. I'm sorry.
Pray for her to be delivered.